Hi, my name is Marissa and welcome. I am doing a just kind of weekly vlog to keep myself accountable to read this week because I haven't been super motivated, but I have some good books, so I think it'll be pretty easy if I can just sit down and do it. So I'm going to read Starshipped by Kat Sebastian, I think her name is. So I'm probably 150 pages into that book, and it's really cute, and it has migraine rep in it. That's 2 books in a row, which I didn't realize would have migraine rep. One of them I did, but this one, a lot of migraine, anxiety, stuff like that, so it's been really interesting. I've got the US game on against Turkey, so let's go. Hopefully they'll win. And life's been a little weird lately, so I found out I'm being laid off. So we're just trying to navigate that and what that'll look like. And as Laura Jane Covey says, my life's a mess, but at least I can clean my room, so let's go do some dishes and mop and do some of that stuff. You know, control what we can in our lives and hope for the best with the rest, right?
dirty. What? Well, they hurt my feelings.
What? Gentlemen, may I remind you as fellow chickens that fighting is number one, unconstitutional. Number two, it is very fruitless in solving a problem. And number three, you can really, really get hurt.
I do like the president. All of the chickens.
It's Tuesday and my office is still closed from being flooded. So yeah, we're just working from home. I'm gonna go for a walk real quick, probably make some coffee and then log into work. It's still a little early. Austin started a new job that starts at 7, so we've been waking up pretty early. Just gonna try to get some steps in before it gets too hot. Well, happy Tuesday. I have done quite a bit of work. This is my lunch break, so I'm going to do a little bit of reading and probably get a snack. I'm not like super hungry yet, but I am about 55% through Starshipped by Cat Sebastian. It's very cute. The characters are very relatable in an interesting way. One has migraines and a lot of anxiety, so that's very interesting. And their relationship, the two actors' relationship is very just cute, and you know how I love the tropes that are like, oh, he's mean to everybody else except for this one because he brings out the nice in him and like the happy, and just always so cute. So I'm really enjoying this. I also started Game Changer by Rachel Reed. I finally just am taking the plunge. I got 16% into it actually last night, just reading for a little bit, so I'm excited about how quickly it's going. and I also really love their relationship. And I didn't really know anything about this going into it, so I'm really excited to see how heated rivalry gets tangled into their story as well, and how they appear in that series. So I also finished Paper Boys by D.P. Clarence, and it was really cute, and it had a bit of a miscommunication trope, which is not always my favorite, but I think they handled it pretty well, and I didn't hate it. And I also loved the journalism aspects, because they're both journalists, they're rival journalists who end up taking a liking to each other and getting to do journalism together, and it was really cute, but it is very British. So I did not understand some of the their political reporters. So I didn't understand some of that jargon, but I would kind of just didn't really, it wasn't that important to the story in the grand scheme of things. I wasn't there for that, so I just kind of skimmed over that part. And it was really cute. I really enjoyed it. So it's exciting to have a reading update for once. I feel like I haven't been reading very much, so I'm going to do some journaling in our traveling Silly Goose Travel Journal Club that we're doing. I have Carolyn's journal right now, and it is so cute. I'm really excited to work on it because we have a lot of crossover fandoms and stuff, so I'm really excited. Good morning, happy Wednesday. I actually have the day off from work today because I have a dentist appointment, and I usually use this day to just hang out with my mom. I go to the same dentist that I went to as a kid, so it's in a couple towns over, like an hour and a half away, so it's easier just to take the day and then just hang out. There's a mall there that we like to go to, and there's a Michael's, which my town doesn't have, so we're gonna go do a little shopping, hang out. Ignore the giant zit I have on my face. I think it's just like stress related, as I'm trying to look for jobs and such. So anyway, I'm gonna watch some Sailor Moon at per usual. It's always on in the background while I read some more of Starship. And I also got 27-ish, 20 something, 25 maybe percent into Game Changers, and it's really cute, and I'm really curious to see how they handle everything. And we get to meet one of the characters already from Heated Rivalry, so that was fun. I didn't realize, I wasn't sure overlapped and intersected. So that's been fun. I'm very much enjoying it. So hope you have a wonderful Wednesday. We're halfway through a short week because this Friday we have off because of 4th of July. So only one more day after this that we have to get through. We got this. Happy Friday! It is July 3rd, so today is the observed holiday for the 4th of July, so I don't have to work today. I usually work from home on Fridays anyway, so it's not like that different. I mean, except I don't have to worry about actually working. I can read all day, but I am being semi-productive. I just went for a walk around the neighborhood, got some vacuuming done in the house. I vacuumed the top floor, the main floor. My allergies have been terrible already today. But I just ate breakfast and I'm gonna rearrange my desk a little bit. I brought home some stuff from my office at work to clean it out, and I've got a nice, it's not like a power strip, but like a power hub type thing. It's like got a bunch of plugs on and it's like square. So I'm gonna put that on my desk. And this room, my house is very old and it doesn't have a ton of outlets in the room, so there's only like one on this wall. I don't know, there's only one on this wall I think too, so I just don't have very many places to plug things in. But then I need to seriously get some journaling done for our travel journal silly goose club thing, so I'm going to work on that because I'm a little behind, but I've already communicated with the next person. It'll be fine. Life has just been a little weird. I'm gonna apply for some jobs and try not to do too much else. I'm gonna just got an apple that I cut up to eat. I've got my water to stay hydrated because it's very hot, and it did sweat a bit whenever I took that walk because it is already toasty out there. So I just got a bunch of chores done. I took out the trash, I did the dishes, I did some tidying up in general, and my allergies are still just acting up so bad. But I'm going to read for a little bit. Oh, I applied for a couple jobs. Woohoo. So I did some stuff this morning that was not fun, so I'm going to continue reading Starship and hopefully probably finish it today. It reads pretty quick and I'm really enjoying it, so I think I'll just get through it pretty quickly. So and it's still pretty early in the day. I don't even know if it's 11 yet. So I am going to finish eating my apple as a snack and get some reading done out here in the sunroom where I'm getting some nice light. So see y'all later. It is Thursday evening, and I just got back to the house after going out to the pub to watch the Argentina versus Cape Verde game. And I ended up leaving before the extra time started because it was tied at the end of regulation. So I came home because I was tired and my head hurt, and I got a snack of some blueberries, and I ended up not quite finishing Starshipped earlier. I have like 20 pages left. I'm very close, and I'm really loving how the third act kind of is playing out. I was afraid it would be a kind of like terrible miscommunication type trope or something, and it was not. And it's like they're working through their shit, and it's really nice, and I'm really excited to see how it concludes, and it'll be a happy ending. And then I have I have to go get my Kindle. It's in my bag I took it to the bar just in case. But there's a book on Kindle Unlimited that I want to try called like Under Lock and Skeleton Key or something like that, and it's part of a cozy mystery series where this failed illusionist joins her family business of installing fake doorways and staircases and or bookcases, I don't know, like, you know, trick doors and stuff and hidden passages in places, and, you know, bodies show up and the mystery ensues, and it sounds really cozy and cute. And I'm not a spooky gal. The spookiest I get is whenever I watch Scooby-Doo earlier. Like, Summerween is just not for me, so I am going to participate in my own little way of doing some cozy mysteries. And then I will continue reading Game Changer as well when I'm in that romance mood, because it's hitting. I'm like 30 something percent or more, I don't remember. I was reading kind of off and on today, so I'm really pleased with how that one is playing out as well, and how their relationship is going, and it's just really sweet. So I'm going to eat my little snack, finish my book. Sailor Moon is on in the background as usual. I'll update whenever I'm finished, or maybe just start the cozy and update after I've started that for a little bit. So, bye. Happy Monday! It's where I'm gonna end this vlog off for now, but I really just need to talk about what I've been reading because I did read quite a bit yesterday. We did some sprints with Tori for like 4 or 5 hours, and I did get quite a bit of reading done and some journaling and stuff, so it was a very productive day. The main thing that I've been reading is The Taking of Jake Johnson by Ryan Douglas, and this is about as, I think I was talking about this earlier, this is about as spooky as I can get for Summerween. I am just not a scary horror person, but I've had this book on my shelves for a couple years and just kept putting it off. I was gonna read it a couple years ago, I think, and just never did. It's pretty intense, actually, for being a YA. It's this kid, Jake, is a medium and he can see ghosts and ghouls and kind of people after they pass, and suddenly there's a murder in his neighborhood of a kid who survived a school shooting. Jake ends up being haunted by this school shooter who died, and so now he's just trying to figure out what he wants from him, how to save other kids who might be targets, and it's just a really interesting read. It is pretty intense, but it's told in a way that's not too heavy, and you get really interesting point of views because you're reading the school shooter's diary from before that event happened, and then also you're getting Jake's perspective from post school shooting and the ghost and like what his, so you're gonna get like the shooter's thoughts post and pre school shooting, and it's very interesting, kind of scary, especially now that I've got like kids in school and I have to like think about, gosh. It's been good. And luckily it's short, so it's not, I'm already halfway through it. I'm a little over 100 pages in, and I'm glad it's not much longer because it would stress me out too much, I think, but I am gonna finish it because I am really interested to see how it plays out. And it's queer, which is kind of like woven in there quietly, but in like a really interesting way. And so Jake is also the only Black student at this white prep school, and so he really struggles with his identity already, and then being quietly closeted queer, he just is really trying to figure himself out, and then he's got all these ghosts following him around. He's like, this is not normal, man. How am I supposed to function as a teenager anyway? And then now I've got this extra layer of stuff going on. So I'm also reading Under Lock and Key by Gigi Pendane. I'm not sure. She's an illusionist who has a terrible accident and has to stop doing her show, and now suddenly her like onstage body double has shown up in the wall of the house that she and her family are working on, and she's trying to figure out if it's her family curse and it was supposed to be her, if someone is framing her. So she and her friends who are obsessed with detective novels are trying to solve this mystery, and there's lots of really fun illusion and magic tricks happening, but there's also some amazing food because of the cross culture she has between being Indian and Scottish and American. And also just like it's written really fun. She's a very fun character. This is on Kindle Unlimited, and this is the first book in a series of, I think like the fourth or fifth one is just now coming out, so we'll see if I continue it. But I'm trying to get more into cozy mysteries as kind of a spooky adjacent, but I'm not actually going to be reading scary stuff. So that's where I've been at, and I'm really excited to continue. Sorry I didn't really finish any books, but hey, I've been like getting some progress in, so I'll take it, because I'm also still reading Game Changer, and I'm like almost 50% through that one as well. So I'm making my way through a couple different books, and that just, I'm not finishing any of them yet, but next time I will. Tonight maybe I'll finish Jake. We'll see how scary it gets. I can't do too much scary before bed. But thank you for joining me, and I hope to see you next time.